Our next presenter is Grace Beatty. She's a GIS technician with Orbis Incorporated. She received her bachelor's degree in geography from the University of North Carolina, Charlotte, where she played softball. Awesome. And then went on to get her master's degree in GIS at Sam Houston State University. She enjoys the outdoors and being active almost as much as she enjoys French fries. I think we're related. Grace is going to talk to us today about ArcGIS field maps. And again, I'm going to run over here and start feverishly writing down everything she says. Give her a welcome. Thanks very much, Grace.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here. I'm super excited to have a bunch of friends out in the audience now. I know you guys are anticipating this. I'm not really sure why. It's just field maps, but I hope you have your questions ready because apparently Clarence is giving $5 to every question that's asked. Please make them easy. That's all I ask. But I'm from Orbis. I'm a GIS technician. I'm really excited to talk to you guys about field maps today. I do not work for Esri, so don't pin down any of my theories and how this can help you. But who all has a cell phone? Can I get a raise of hands? Yeah, exactly. Everyone. Okay. Does anyone have field maps or any other app that is on their phone to use? Awesome. Ooh, all right. A little bit of overview of what I'm going to talk about today. It is field maps. What is field maps, how it can be used, a little background to how field maps was created. Next, I'm going to talk about the benefits of using field maps and why an organization would want to utilize this app. I think it's very beneficial, but as we know, everyone has a custom app that they want, foresters to use and things like that. I'm going to talk a little bit about the online and offline capabilities. It's pretty cool. You can use your phone out in the field to collect data offline and online, and also go back to your office and utilize the capabilities of field maps as well. Mainly, I want to talk about how field maps can be used in the industry. You guys have heard a lot about it already for this whole conference of apps that you can use to collect data, edit data in the field. So I don't want to be too redundant, but we're all trying to, achieve the same goal. Also, I'm going to talk a little bit about the challenges. I know we have a guy from Esri, so I don't want to step on any toes and tell you what's wrong with anything, but pretty much what I'm going to talk about. So as you guys probably know, Esri has continued to come out with multiple apps, platforms, ArcGIS Online, apps you can use with ArcGIS Online. They came out with Explorer, where you can view all your maps on your phone. Collector, you clearly can collect data, GIS points, things like that. Tracker, which you can track your employees through the woods and everything that you need to do with that. Navigator, you can see where you need to go for the day, week, whatever, and workforce task management. Well, Esri wanted to combine these into one app, which is field maps. And there's a ton of foresters who are in their truck every day out in the field. Why wouldn't it be easy to use your phone for everyday use? I think it's a great idea to.
Grace, I'm sorry to interrupt, but they're having a hard time hearing you online.
Okay, sorry. Oh, that sounds really loud. Got a note. Speak up. Got it. Well, anyway, field maps incorporates the key features from all the past applications that Esri's come out with, providing a simpler way to gather, edit, understand, and share data all from your phone. Pretty simple, I think. All right, so one app to manage and teach. It was just touched on. A company, if you want to utilize field maps for your clients, basically it makes it very easy because you don't have to go into your phone, have 5 different apps, keep all your apps updated, and teach your employees how to use 5 different apps, 6 different apps, whatever it may be. I think this is a great way to show field maps can utilize Explorer, Collector, and Tracker right now, but Esri is continuing to add in Workforce and Navigator so you can utilize those capabilities. Thank you, sounds better, good. Also, you can simply sign in with ArcGIS Online. I know Joel talked about ArcGIS Online. I think this is a great app. if you use ArcGIS Online, it really is just all of your online capabilities in your phone, which is really cool. Because I know we're trying to move to, using our phone and not having to collect data and then go back to the office, plug it in. It just all comes straight from ArcGIS Online and what you create and how you set it up to work. It's a diverse data collection opportunity. Basically, lines, points, polygons, whatever you can collect out there, GPS points. I wanted to show a little bit here. You can basically turn on and off your layers. It's super simple. Whatever you want to edit that day, whatever you want to edit that time, you can go into all your layers that you set up within ArcGIS Online and, manage tree condition, all things like that. This is just showing a little bit of how you can collect the data. There's a small plus sign at the bottom. If you guys have field maps, you can just click on it, collect your data, go into wherever you need to go. And that's that picture. Then I just wanted to show this a little bit about inside the app. This is your attribute table. It's going to pop up. You can go in and edit any of those, tree loss, inventory, species, conditions, and you can go in to measure something. You can share your map out to anyone. It's just really all around a cool product. There's a reason the button might not be working. Oh gosh. All right, this is also a cool capability to capture georeference pictures. It's kind of funny, we have a guy in the audience who's given the keynote address. I actually had a picture of him on my presentation because I Googled foresters taking pictures in the audience, and he ended up being on my presentation. So Max, I think that's your name. You almost made the cut, man. Sorry about that. But all your pictures you take, they're going to pop up in your attribute table. You have a tree loss, you have a condition of a tree that's not up to par. You can take a picture, you can send that back to the office, tell them what they need to fix, where they need to go to find that. It's a really cool capability to get pictures out in the field of, not just trees, if it's another industry, water lines, sewer main, anything you can think of. All right, I'm going to run through the online and offline capabilities a little bit. The online capabilities are literally just what I was talking about. You can view your maps, anything that you create, you can collect data, you can edit existing data, share your map layers to people back at the office or other organizations, which is really cool. And there's some indoor mapping capabilities. I didn't dive super into that, but basically, again, you set up where you want to be in the field, and you can see building footprints and map out all of that within your building. It's pretty cool. Offline capabilities are basically you tee up your maps in ArcGIS Online, and everything you can do offline, you download, you can sync it up, and if you don't have service, you're still good to go. And you can also edit smart forms, which are basically teeing up your attribute table to be editable, read-only. You can go in and do drop-down menus, whatever you want to add. It's pretty cool, and that's about it for offline. It's just a great capability. This just shows you can define your area, where you think your forester is going to be that day, or you can download the actual app or map that you want them to edit, layers, things like that. Then you package it up, download it, and you can use it offline if you know that your employee is going to be out in the field without service. All right, and now why we're here, forestry, how it can be used. Well, we've heard this whole week, so you can edit stands, map new and existing stands, anything that you or your client would want to see out on their app. You can monitor harvest activities, know when those are going to be up, ready to go. You can evaluate chemical applications and treatment activities, same thing. You just basically tee up your data to be ready out in the field for the day, week, month, however you need it to be. You can plan for better forestry management. I think that's pretty cool. And then you can keep track of your timber inventory, which is what everyone in this industry is trying to do, I think. All right, and then I want to give an example. We had a client who really wanted us to dive in and give him the opportunity to use field maps, and he's already been working on combining his data in ArcGIS Online, which is really cool. He actually, it's not necessary, I guess it is timber, but he has a set of palm trees down in Florida that he super invested in, and he wanted to keep track of his palm trees on this site. And he wanted to be able to go out in his truck on his phone, add species, tree dimensions, relative tree health, take off a tree if it has gotten cut down, died, anything like that. He also wanted to overlay remote sense imagery and do a change detection to see where his trees were over the last couple of years and show that to University of Florida, get them involved. He wants to really show this out in Florida and get people on board with him to monitor their palm trees. It's pretty cool. I'm going to show you a little bit about it. This is the mobile app we spun up. Basically, we created a map that he would be able to edit his layers, mark up his layers, Regency Cove, and just go into his app and really dive in. You can see the green, we just digitized little trees. There's a few red ones up above. These are his palm trees that he actually went in, edited, and said, hey, like these trees aren't here, or they're not the same. The tree condition's not in line with what I want it to be. He can go in and add all of those, edit those attributes and put in all of these. Inventory, base height, crown health, trunk health, root collar health. He can basically do anything he wants. So moral of the story is you can, if you have a client or if you are the client, you can utilize field maps for everyday operations. All right, some of the field maps is not a navigation tool. They have not incorporated that into the app yet. I think they're planning on it. I'm not really sure when, but it basically, you're not going to be able to get where you need to go unless you hop out and utilize a different navigation tool on your phone. Of course, you require iOS, Android updates, and also licensing from Esri. There's certain things you can't do without licensing from Esri. We all know that. Again, tracking license. So if you want to track your employees, you have to acquire those licenses. I did see that there's some issues with setting up editable layers and then getting out into the field and it being a read-only layer. Again, I think this app was created in November 2020, so it's brand new. So Esri will continue to send updates and have newer versions for this app. There's also trouble downloading some apps for offline use, but I think that's just, a couple things that Esri will work out in the future. All right, and moral of the story, I think it is super beneficial. I'm not trying to sell you a product, but I think this is a great tool to use, a great way to use ArcGIS Online if you want to dive in. You can see every single thing that you tee up for yourself. You can access your data 24/7. You have the combined capabilities of Collector, Explorer, and Tracker all in one app, so you don't have to dive into one app and then go out to the other app. It just sounds like a lot, and it's user-friendly. Again, I'm not trying to sell you anything. We work for Orbis, but I can encourage you guys to use this app. We're trying to do it with our clients. It's brand new, so about it.